You know, I'm starting to regret making that B660 Asus Master video now, because that motherboard was so good for price that now I'm gonna compare everything to that motherboard, including the topic of today's video, the Asus Prime B660 Plus from, well, Asus. Because this thing will cost you $10 to $20 less than the B660 Asus Master, though you'd feel that the price difference is a lot bigger between them, seeing how much less stuff you get here. Starting with Pce Expandability, things are looking fairly decent. You have a selection of 16x and even 1x slots, not to mention 3 M.2 slots. But avrona, you may be yelling, there's clearly 4 M.2 slots on the motherboard. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, congratulations random viewer, well done on flexing that primary school counting education you have there. Though the thing is that one of these is not a normal M.2 slot for storage. One of them is this teeny tiny one that's just intended for Wi-Fi adapters. So you only have a total of 3 M.2s for storage, though again that's kind of in line for B660 boards, so whatever, I'll let it slide. What's a bit harder to let slide is the power delivery situation compared to that on the B660 Asus Master. Here you get 8 power phases going to the CPU and 1 8-pin connector, and that's it. That really limits what you can do with this motherboard, especially seeing how the B660 Asus Master has 16 phases working at 60 amps. But whatever, maybe the rear I/O really redeems this motherboard, and it's sadly a pretty poor showing across the board once again, with a mere 5 USB Type-A ports, though at least you do get USB Type-C, and also only 3 audio jacks. So it looks like Asus has been getting some lessons from Gigabyte in that area at least. But hey, at least you get VGA out for integrated graphics, that makes up for it, right? Though in fairness, seeing how it has VGA, DisplayPort and HDMI, you are pretty much set no matter what your integrated graphics situation looks like. Though also keep in mind you're only getting Gigabit Ethernet, even though 2.5 gig is pretty common even at B660. And even internal connectors can be a bit disappointing, seeing how you don't even have an internal USB 3.2 Gen 2 connector, only a Gen 1 one. Yeah, don't worry, I also hate how confusing those USB names are. And seeing how much money they want for this motherboard, I'd really just suggest that people save those extra $20 or so and go for the B660 Asus Master, because you will be getting a lot more motherboard there. Not to mention you won't be as limited with the CPU options, seeing how there's 16 phases there and the great power delivery could allow you to go even for an i7, while here you're pretty much only stuck with an i5 at most. You'll be also limited when it comes to memory, because while the Master comes in both DDR5 and DDR4 flavors, this one only comes in DDR4, so you won't even get that lightning fast memory. So sorry guys, even though this is a nice budget board, it does lack quite a few features that you're gonna regret not having sooner rather than later. But if you want to buy this or other B660 boards, then make sure to use our Amazon associate links down in the video description below or up in the iCards. But anyway, if you want to buy this or other B660 motherboards, then make sure to use our Amazon associate links down in the video description below or up in the iCards. And down there in the video description, you're also going to find our merch store and also our Patreon. And even if you give just $1 single month on our Patreon, your support truly goes a long way and allows you to make way better videos while you get some awesome perks as well. Down there you're also going to find our Discord server and also our social media links as well. But anyway, that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to subscribe, like, whatever, and I'll see you all in what I make next. Goodbye everyone. Goodbye.